Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're jumping into a story that really looks like one of those perfect modern fairy tales. We're
Hmm.
talking about Arav and Mira. They're 3 years married, seem like total couple goals.
Right. The perfect picture.
Exactly. But our source material is this really compelling piece called The Stormy Test of Trust. It kind of hints that something big was about to change under that surface.
And that's really our mission here, isn't it,
Right.
for this deep dive? We want to unpack all those complex layers, the trust, how perception works, the hidden truths that were shaping everything.
Yeah.
And it all comes to light during one single, really stormy anniversary night, a night that pushed their marriage right to the edge, and the source gives some deep insights from it.
Okay, so let's set the scene. It's their anniversary, and Mira, like the source details, she's planned this perfect dinner at home.
Right.
Candles, homemade cake, the works. She poured her heart into it, and she waited.
Just waiting.
And kept waiting. Araf. Total no-show. No text, no call, nothing. Just silence. How did that silence start to chip away at her idea of their perfect life?
Well, what's fascinating, and the source really highlights this,
Yeah.
is how fast doubt can creep in when you just don't have the facts.
Yeah, the unknown.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mira couldn't shake that awful feeling, that unease.
Yeah.
So she did something that, well, it changed everything. She went out into the rain.
She followed him.
She followed him. And from a distance, the source paints this really vivid picture. Mira watching Arav meet this other woman, a mysterious woman, under an umbrella.
Oh, wow.
And she sees them hug, whispering close together. And for Mira, seeing that, it just shattered her world. Like total rage, heartbreak, everything hitting at once. It really shows how misleading appearances can be, doesn't
Their
it?
tension must have been just unbelievable. And somehow she gets home before he does. So Arav walks in, soaked, probably trying to act like nothing's wrong. And Mira hits him with this ice cold line. The source captures it perfectly. She just looks at him and says, Ratika looked beautiful tonight, don't you think?
Oof. Chilling.
Yeah. And it says Arav just froze.
Yeah.
Shocked. Caught.
This moment, this confrontation, it feels like, where the story really starts to untangle itself, right?
Absolutely. This is the pivot point in the stormy test of trust. It really forces you to question your first assumptions. Because Ratika, well, she wasn't a lover, not at all.
So who was she?
She was RF's sister, long lost sister, actually, estranged from the family for years. And she was going through something really, really traumatic.
His sister. Wow.
Yeah. And she'd made him promise, begged him, actually, to keep her return a secret until she felt ready to face everyone. Makes you think about, the weight of carrying a secret like that, trying to protect someone, but looking guilty yourself. That's a huge twist. But, the source talks about Arav's secrecy being protective. Does it touch on Mara's side, like her feeling betrayed in that moment, even if his intentions were good? How does it square that?
It doesn't exactly frame it as like a right to know debate, but it really powerfully shows Mira's emotional journey after she finds out the truth.
Okay.
That suspicion, that rage, it didn't just disappear. The source says it morphed into this profound guilt and this deep ache, realizing how much distance had secretly grown between them while he was carrying this.
So it highlights the cost of secrets, even the well-meaning ones.
Exactly. The cost to intimacy, to that feeling of closeness.
So where did they go from there? What does the stormy test of trust say about them finding their way back?
Well, this is where the source really earns its title, I think. It shows that real strength in a marriage isn't just about the good times or, the obvious truths. It's about faith. Yeah, deep faith. Especially when things look bad, when you can't see the whole picture. In that quiet after the storm, literally and figuratively, the truth came out.
Yeah.
They held each other. They cried.
Mm.
And from that raw place, they started to rebuild what the source calls a fragile bridge of trust. It suggests that love isn't enough on its own. It needs faith, especially when the facts seem to point the other way.
So what looked like betrayal became this incredibly tough test of belief for both of them.
A test they passed together, but it definitely reshaped their relationship.
Profoundly, it sounds like.
Which brings us to a really important question for you listening. How much faith do we genuinely give to the people we love when things look suspicious? When the visible facts seem to contradict that trust? And on the flip side, what's a responsibility to share our own hidden truths, even if we think we're protecting someone?